Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. So today is going to be a small project, but mostly a review and unboxing. So I just recently found out that at Harbor Freight, they have the Bauer lathe chuck set. And I know a lot of people have a I don't exactly know how to word it, but they have this idea in their head that, oh, Harbor Freight, cheap tools, they're going to break, blah, blah, blah. Well, Harbor Freight's come a long way. A lot of the tools I use, I got from Harbor Freight. I always look at it as if you need the tool, Harbor Freight's the first place to go if you don't have the money for a higher name brand. After you get to the point to where you can upgrade. One thing though, I always suggest if you're getting power tools, get the warranty. It's only a few dollars more, and you can go and swap it out for another one that's on the shelf. If they don't sell it anymore, I think they give you something comparable. It's worked well for my lathe, my original lathe I had, which if you go back to some of my earlier videos, I'm using a Harbor Freight lathe. But anyway, so this is the Bauer, and I'm going to do the unboxing, and then we're going to test a couple of things. Let's move on to the unboxing. Well, it's packaged in some nice foam. That's some big foam. Okay, so it says that you get... Okay guys, sorry about that. I wanted to clean these off since they were packed up. They were kind of oily and everything, and I wanted to like basically get through everything. Alright, so according to the website, it was also supposed to be accompanied by a spacer. It's not listed on the box, but I believe that may actually be it. I'm not 100% sure. So, but the spacer was supposed to allow it to fit onto a 1x8 TPI, which is basically what I have on my lathe. We'll move over to the lathe here in a minute and make sure this lines up with it and everything. But in the packaging, you get the body, you get the small dovetail, you get the large dovetail, you get the screw chuck, which I believe is this. Yeah, this is the screw chuck. Then you get the sliding T-handle chuck key and a 4mm T-handle hex wrench. That's the T-handle. The screw chucks, I guess, are the little screws. Okay, so in the reviews that I read, everybody said that this was really great for the price. It's 99, roughly rounded up, it's about $100 after taxes. It's 105.29, I think was what I paid for it. Oh, and then you got your worm screw. Now, the only complaint I have so far, just from the unboxing itself, is the worm screw is completely round, so you have no way of gripping it with a wrench or anything to screw it into your wood or whatever you're going to be turning if you're going to use that. It didn't come with the ring, the screw-on ring that the dovetail chucks normally will grip a hold of whenever you put it on the lathe. Yeah, so far this seems like it's really not bad for the price. We're going to actually give it a try here in a few minutes, but I want to go over a couple other things. In the reviews, it did say one guy was able to use his Nova jaws on there. Not a big deal. I don't have any Nova jaws. I use record power mostly. But we're going to try out some record power on this, see if that lines up. Alright guys, so I need to actually clean these up, but these are the small dovetail jaws from my record power. So we're going to swap these out real quick. Actually, let me open this up some because I want to make sure I got room just in case. Sorry guys, I keep dropping out of screen. Now the jaws themselves, I don't know if you can see it here, but the jaws themselves are numbered 1 through 4. And the chuck itself also has the matching numbers. So, where are we at here? Alright, so as you can see, the jaws fit on there. Let's see how they close up. They seem to close up pretty good. Will suggest you actually use the screws that came with the jaws, because the ones that line up with the record power won't go in there. You saw me fighting with that a minute ago. But let's go ahead and get the Bauer dovetail jaws on here, and we'll move over to the lathe and make sure this fits on the lathe. Alright guys, we're moving on to the fit test of the chuck onto the lathe. I have a 1x8 TPI here, so let's see if this actually fits. Looks like it's a good fit. We are going to go ahead and I want to see how this works with the little ring. Just so you know, this is not the bowl we're going to be turning on this video. Seems to hold it pretty good. At 648 RPM. That's 1556 RPM. Seems like it works pretty good to me. Sorry, I was putting off so much air it started shaking the camera stand, so I didn't want to make that fall off. Alright, so here next we'll try out we'll actually try putting something on here and turning it. Alright you guys, so I currently have the original collab bowl on here that I went through the bottom of. I'm going to use that as a partial test on the Bauer chucks. So if you can see if I can angle this right. You see I got some resin that I poured down in there, and I got a little bit of tape on there. So I'm just turning enough of it to get the tape out to where I can go ahead and finish filling in the resin on the bottom. Well, went through the bottom again. Well, I at least know that this will hold on here pretty good for a bowl, so or at least that much of one. Looks like I got some more work to do on this, but yeah. I actually used this to drill out some pin blanks the other day. Held those pretty good. I'll have to actually like turn a bowl on here and everything, but for right now, this thing, I have no complaints on this thing. Hey guys, so I was going to try and get some Nova jaws and do this, but I wanted to go, but I wasn't able to get a hold of any soon. I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera, guys. Anyway, so I wanted to try and get some Nova jaws to try this out with, since, as I said earlier in the reviews, one guy said he was able to get his Nova jaws to work with it. As you can see, I was able to get my record power jaws to work with it. I haven't used it a whole lot yet, but I do need to actually turn a full bowl with it to see how they work out. But from where I'm at right now, this isn't bad for a initial investment on a set of jaws. $100 basically before taxes, and it works with the record power. And like I said, I haven't tried it with the Nova jaws, but from what the review said, one guy was able to. So if you guys are looking for a starter chuck, the Bauer is probably a good way to go to start off with. Like I said at the beginning, I always suggest whenever you can upgrade, definitely upgrade, but this is good for an initial investment. If you guys watched this far, I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, if you didn't like what you saw, comment on it, share the video, comment on it, tell me if you've used this, if what your results were using it. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Over on the other side, hit the bell. YouTube will let you know whenever I post a new video. Have no sticker for the sticker board this week. I'm going out of town for the next couple of weeks. I won't be back until the 15th, roughly. So I don't know if there'll be a video up that following Friday. It may be the Friday after that before I can start posting again. But just want to let you guys know that I will be out of town for a couple of weeks. And I did want to get this video up. Also, my Etsy, I found out that I am being charged now for advertising my Etsy in other locations. Really, Etsy? So I'm going to put the link to my Etsy somewhere around here, up here. It'll be on the screen anyway. So you guys will have to type that in or do a search for my shop. You can check out some of the stuff I have listed there. Otherwise, I'm looking into possibly going to Shopify, which is the Facebook version of Etsy. We'll see how that works. Otherwise, guys, like I said, if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment on it, share the video. For those of you who subscribed so far, I appreciate it. And I still owe you guys a 100 subscriber giveaway. I am working that out right now. I did ask for viewer participation in an earlier video. Nobody really gave me any colors, so I'm going to use black and glow in the dark. And hopefully this works. If it doesn't, well, I'm going to try something else. So again, guys, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you guys watching. And till next time, have a good one.